until they all adopt the no effing kings philosophy and start shouting and acting like it in everything and start obstructing and closing things and getting the backbone that they don't have, Trump is just going to run roughshod over us. Christ for Christmas. I mean, what's the phrase? I will be nice about what it is.
Yes.
But Jon Stewart came up with the phrase catastrophic.
Yes.
And geez Louise, we are so scrawed.
I mean, you got to take some solace in these poll numbers that we are not taking crazy pills. CNN analyst said if the House GOP is under any illusion that Trump's fall in the polls won't bring them down as well, they're living on a fantasy island. This month, Democrats are up 17 percentage points with independents over the GOP on a generic ballot. There is no way on God's green earth that Republicans could hold on to the House of Representatives if they lose independents by 17 percentage points. My goodness gracious. As Harry Enton always says. Yeah. Yes. But this is why I can tell the troll callers are out. We had a guy that's on hold for 2 hours to say, oh, how come if Trump's poll numbers are so bad, Democrats are even worse? Because, this is what they're scrambling to try to say these are fake poll numbers of Trump's, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, to a certain extent, that guy is right. But this is people, mainly independents, who are going, well, I'd rather vote Democrat at this point. Right. Here's the bad part. We're not getting out of this hole for another 1,000+ days.
Yeah.
That guy has the power of a king now. Mm-hmm. He has a Supreme Court that authorized him the power of the king. He has now filled it with sycophants and crazies who will do his bidding. We now have I'd hate to be the ones to say it, we have a Gestapo now. Who have been given the authority to go into people's houses without warrants, arrest them, and steal things.
Yeah.
So, for all the polls, enjoy the polls.
Yeah.
Because that's all you're getting until you hit the streets.
No, that's right, Malcolm. I was just going to say, and when people talk about, we are absolutely smack dab in the middle of a constitutional crisis. It's not coming.
Yeah.
Trump said that although he could comply with the Supreme Court decision instructing him to return Kilmar Garcia from a Salvadorian prison, he's declining to do so. I mean, he's saying it out loud now. Trump had previously claimed it was out of his hands. It was up to the Salvadorian president, blah, blah, blah. So Trump literally in this ABC interview said, once again, this is an MS-13 gang member, a tough cookie, been in lots of skirmishes. I guess skirmishes are illegal now. Anyway, but Terry Moran said the Supreme Court says what the law is. And he said, listen, I was elected to take care of a problem. It was an unforced error that was made by a very incompetent man, a man that turned out to be incompetent, that you always said was wonderful, a great genius. Everything is Biden's fault, right? That's what he goes to. But literally sidestepping that the Supreme Court is the one who says what the law is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I had Glenn Kirshner on my podcast, on the Black Man Spy podcast this week, and animated Glenn Kirshner, okay? Not Glenn Kirshner with his mellow tones and his usual, program that he has there,
Giant gavel of kick-ass Glenn Kirshner.
Yeah, my God. He was hammering it. If he had had one, he would have broken a gavel. I love Glenn like this, unrestrained. But one of the questions I asked him, I said, do we have a snake eating its tail here? Did the Supreme Court empower him to do anything that he wants? And now it's like, and screw the Supreme Court. We are in a circumstance where law itself is now being rewritten. He has taken this on as a king, and he's not going to let it go as a king. And so until we all, especially of all people, the Democratic Party, and I don't mean one or two of them, until they all adopt the no effing kings philosophy and start shouting and acting like it in everything and start obstructing and closing things and getting the backbone that they don't have, Trump is just going to run roughshod over us. He doesn't have to. He's literally selling the White House with his son, with that executive branch club that they're doing there. This is the most corrupt administration in the history of the United States. And I don't hear anyone, even on television or in the Democratic Party, using that phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what we're saying. I think J.B. Pritzker is resonating. He's talking
Oh,
about,
yeah, he's good.
Yeah, about the urgency of this moment. I mean, I was just laughing about, seriously, this is the first American president that's lost an election in another country. I mean, the 30-point swing in Canada,
Yeah.
right? And the guy didn't just lose; he lost his seat as well as the prime minister. I mean, everybody was commenting. I'm Korean. Korea, China, and Japan have been at each other's throats for over 1,000 years, but somehow Donald Trump managed to unite all three of us against America. That's honestly kind of impressive. Someone else said, "I'm from Quebec, Canada. We're often considered the most separatist of all the provinces, and yet somehow Trump managed to unite Canadians across the country,
Right.
Quebecans included. I never thought I would see that day. LOL." Someone else said he promised to end the Russia-Ukraine war in one day. As a Russia and Ukrainian, I am still eagerly waiting to find out which day that's going to be. Someone else said, I mean, we're still waiting for Mexico to pay for his wall, so I wouldn't hold my breath. I mean, in 100 days, Malcolm, we're the laughingstock of the country, or excuse me,
Right.
of the world. You've got him going, Vladimir, stop. By tweet.
God. You know, my latest Substack is called "We Are Hated Now,"
Yeah.
and and I'm talking mainly about global trade. But there's a reason that they hate us now. 100 days ago, they were like, well, let's see what happens. They don't just hate Trump. They hate what now America stands for, which is racist, violating its own laws, arresting and deporting American citizens, taking kids off of cancer drugs, taking breastfeeding mothers away, destroying freaking Head Start, which is, which now will force mothers to have to quit work. It's part of their Handmaid's Tale philosophy that's going on here. The government itself is being sledgehammered by a series of drunk monkeys with hand grenades and machine guns, and the world looks at us and goes, we don't want any part of that. We want the old America. And here's the worst part. Now we may have to adopt Make America Great Again, because we're in an awful position and people don't want to trade with us. They don't want what we have. America sold services and high-level materials.
Listen,
people don't want that anymore. They don't, because it stinks of Trump.
Oh, I love you, Vibrance. Okay, tell me the truth. How many different beauty potions do you have sitting on your bathroom counter right now? If it's more than just Vibrance Super C Serum, listen up. The ingredients in just this one bottle can replace your day creams, your eye creams, your night creams, neck creams, wrinkle creams, dark spot reducers, made right here in the US of A with the highest quality ingredients, including vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, vitamin B5, vitamin E. And Super C Serum delivers noticeable results. And I love that citrusy smell, and my skin feels fantastic. Simplify your skincare routine. Get a healthier complexion and minimize those wrinkles and dark age spots. It's all right in this one little magic bottle. If you don't find it better than your current skincare routine, you can get a full refund. Just go to Vibriance.com/Stephanie. You can save up to 37% and get free shipping. That's VIBRIANCE.com/Stephanie.